Hey gang, welcome back. I just wanted to drop a quick video to talk about, are you ready? Are you ready to buy a home now here in this area, Pennsylvania, Delaware? Um, it's always a good idea to kind of get an idea for yourself. Your situation is different than everyone else's, so there's no cookie cutter approach to this. But let's go. So you're thinking about buying a home. Maybe you're tired of paying a rent to a landlord who raises prices, sometimes faster than your blood pressure. But maybe you want stability, or maybe you just want a place where the thermostat wars are finally over. It's your choice, not theirs. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about that and if you're actually ready to buy a home. Okay? So, and speaking ready, we're speaking financially, emotionally, logistically, etc. So, why people want to own a home? Home ownership comes with some real perks, um, stability, no surprise rent hikes, or we're selling the building kind of stuff. Those notices you might get that'll throw your whole thing off. Equity building. Every payment builds into your home ownership. So instead of disappearing into the landlord's pockets and vacation fund, you actually accumulate wealth that can be passed down through later generations. Taxes, advantages, mortgage, interest, property taxes may be deductible. Also, control. It's a big one. You can paint the walls pink. You can get a dog. You can install a disco ball, or you could, it's your call. But let's be honest, it's not all sunshine and granite countertops. There are some things that come with it, some downsides. So you need to know. Maintenance. Yeah. So when something breaks, you can't just call the maintenance guy. Um, he won't show up if you text him. But the upfront costs, that's another thing. Yeah, you got to have a down payment, closing costs, inspections, appraisals, and there's less flexibility because selling it takes time. That's a big purchase for anyone else that might want to buy. You can't just break a lease and bounce. All right. There's market risk. Market values can fluctuate, especially in competitive areas like Philly, coastal Delaware, Middletown, Delaware, those things. Owning a home is amazing, but it's a commitment and it's not just a fling. All right. So there's some realities. Realities for Philadelphia and Delaware. So for Delaware, property taxes are famously low, which helps long-term affordability. Um, First-time buyers can access state programs and counseling through Department of Housing and Housing Authority, which helps buyers prepare and understand affordability. That's important. You have to know upfront, not later. Manufactured home and land lease communities, they require extra scrutiny, some fees and terms. Yeah, got some videos going over that later. In Philadelphia, Philadelphia offers first-time buyer counseling and assistance programs through the Philadelphia Housing Authority. It strongly encourages buyers to complete home buyer education programs before signing a sales agreement. Some neighborhoods have ground leases or affordability covenants, so you can't get, taken raking over the coals. But there's some great opportunities, but they come with rules, so you would expect that. So next, are you financially ready? All right. Here's the part where we get real. You're ready to buy when your credit is solid. Many programs require counseling if your score falls below a certain point. Philadelphia requires education for scores under 680. If you have savings, not just for the down payment, but for closing costs and things that come up and emergencies. Your debt is manageable. That's one of the requirements. And lenders look closely at your debt to income ratio. Your income has to be stable and consistent. So yeah, I've got 7 different hustles, but I'll make it. No, it's a big investment for the underwriters. So Steady employment helps underwriting go smoothly. You can handle the monthly mortgage payment plus the taxes, insurance, utilities, HOA fees, and all of that. They want to make sure, yeah, you're not house poor or house broke. And then they want to find out if your budget is held together with hope and coupons, then yeah, you might need to pause and do a little prep and a little repair. So what to look out for? Um, Resale certificates in condos required in both states, in both Delaware and Pennsylvania. You might have transfer taxes. So Delaware typically splits the 4% between the buyer and the seller. So that's 2% each. Philly has its own city transfer tax on top of the state portion. So got to look out for that. Sorry, just being honest. HOA and condo fees, especially in the beach areas in Delaware or amenity heavy Philly buildings. They have inspection timelines, and Pennsylvania agreements are usually very deadline driven. Delaware's are too, but different forms and contingencies that they require. So there's local incentives. Both states offer counseling programs. Delaware County offers or requires home ownership counseling before entering an agreement. So that's a protection for you. Don't think that is a bad thing. Now, how to get financially ready. First, pull your own credit report and clean up anything weird. Learn how to make a dispute where it's appropriate, and then make a plan to get things right. Build a savings cushion. Always be ready to borrow from yourself. Get pre-approved, not just pre-qualified. There's a difference. Complete the homebuyer counseling if required, and if it's not required, do it. Avoid big purchases before applying because that stuff shows up. It was a joke among realtors that we say, no, don't put it back. No new cars, no boats, no emotional support jet skis or nothing like that. So if you're buying a home in Delaware or Pennsylvania, it can be one of the best decisions you ever make, but you have to be ready. And if you want somebody to walk you through it, walk you through the numbers, the process, the programs, the timelines, and the fine print without any judgment, and a little more dad humor, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. So hit the like, subscribe to my channel. There's some more videos that'll catch up on some of this other stuff. All right. See y'all out there.